everything trying to fix it. Every time you try to fix something, it only gets worse.
The Americans, Otto. Why don't they come? Why do they take so long?
They got their hands full fighting the Japanese. You mustn't despair, Edith. The invasion will come. They'll be here soon.
Yes, but will we?
Daddy, will you please ask Mr. Pfeffer why he thinks it's so unreasonable of me to insist upon me being able to use my own desk?
I have important work to do. Work, you understand? And besides, there are other places you can go. This writing of yours, you could do it in the attic, perhaps. It's only a diary, after all. A childish pastime.
Childish?
Now, you needn't argue. What I propose is this. Anne should have the desk, say, twice a week, from 4 in the afternoon until 5:30, and Mr. Pfeffer may use it the rest of the time.
But Pim...
Are we agreed? We all have to make small sacrifices, Anne.
You mean me? I have to make the sacrifices, and it isn't small. I'm not a little girl anymore.
Mr. Pfeffer has a right to the desk.
And don't I have rights? I work just as hard as anybody else here. I just don't want that man poring through my private thoughts.
That's easily remedied, I should think. I have it. Here. This will keep your diary safe from prying eyes.
Thank you, Daddy.
My little woman.
Pardon me?
Oh. Never let it be said that Anne Frank failed in her so-called studies on my account.
Thank you.
Listen, the British planes are coming to save us.
No, it doesn't sound like it.
Beat the captain!
What are you doing?
Not everyone here is an ex-soldier.
This is my partner, Mr. Kleiman.
Oh, pleased to meet you.
Our indispensable meat.
Hello.
And Beb.
Nice to meet you.
This is Mr. Van Maren. He'll be taking over as foreman. At least until Beb's father feels well enough to return.
Well, I'm not much for talk. But if it's a hard worker you're looking for, I'm your man.
Fine. Show Mr. Van Maren the storeroom, please, Beb.
I'll do it. Our salesmen give their orders to Bep once a week. Everything you need to fill your orders is right here. We have 2 kinds of Pectacon products, spices and jams.
Well, this would fetch a pretty penny on the black market.
Wouldn't know about that. Your office is going to be in here.
What's this blue paint for?
Oh, that's to keep the spices out of the light.
What does Meek think?
She doesn't trust him. She thinks he's a thief.
A thief? Oh, she's very protective.
Shelling peas is so boring. Can never be a housewife. It's like being in prison.
It's only temporary. Your father would be back soon enough. I'm sure of it.
No.
They say it's cancer. So much suffering in the world.
Is that all you can say, Mother? It will only make matters worse. Honestly, I don't know how you could be so thick sometimes.
Anne, that's no way to talk to your mother.
Don't listen to them, Bep. You know what I do? When things get difficult? I go upstairs. There's a window in the attic where you can see the old chestnut tree in the yard. There's the most wonderful branches. When they're in full bloom, it's beautiful. When I look out, I feel better, somehow. Makes me wonder if God is a lot closer than most people think.
Did you read that in one of your books? Such a font of knowledge you've become.
I suppose I'm just hopeless. Excuse me.
Don't you think you should apologize to your mother?
She could be such a trial sometimes.
You're quite a trial yourself.
So people keep reminding me.
It's only natural for a girl, and I mean a young woman of your age.
Stop! I don't want to hear that I'm like all other girls. I'm not. I'm me. And Frank.
Anne, your mother's your staunchest defender. I've heard her with Mrs. Van Powell. She's your friend.
I don't want her to be a friend. I need her to be a mother. Someone I can look up to. To set an example.
Your mother's a kind, generous woman. She's a dutiful wife. She's borne a great deal without complaint.
You always take her side. But I've seen the way you kiss her. You kiss her the same way you kiss me and Margot. I think even you're not in love with her.
Never say that. You wouldn't want me to take away your diary, would you?
Daddy, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I can't help the way I feel. Mommy and I, we're so different. We're like night and day. She doesn't understand anything about me.
Have you tried to understand her?
Anne.
You're right.
I must have fallen asleep. How long have you been watching me?
I've just come up. Honest. Beans in the storeroom. Everyone's gone now, so it's safe to bring them up.